Greetings, everybody. My name is Arman Naseh, and this year I have developed a web app called I Reflect. I'll explain the processes and steps I have taken to work with this proof of concept using these sections below. People of any age who want to enrich their physical, emotional, and mental well being need a way to stay engaged with their self awareness development. Knowing that these topics of mental health, self care, and self harm have become so widespread in our society, I designed this web app to give people an opportunity to reflect about their daily lives and also learn more about themselves along the way, because self reflection can lead to becoming who you aspire to be. As a co-leader of the Bullis Peaceful Mindfulness Club, I've taken my own time with my best friend to dedicate ourselves into making a real impact on people. And in the end, I chose this project so I could give people yet another resource for their own self-development. To start things off, I initially wanted to make an iOS app for iPhones and for an iPhone, and then after some research, I realized it was going to be rather complicated for me considering that I have no prior app development experience. Hence, I decided to make a web app using Bubble for my proof of concept for this project. Time this year was rather limited, especially this year as a senior, and since I'm not an experienced developer, I didn't have enough time to implement the features I initially planned, such as gamification and wider selections of branches, as well as some user interface improvements. And that's something I'm going to be discussing later on. Well, it's time for a demonstration. Because what is my project without a demonstration of how it works? Hello, and welcome to my brief demonstration of how I Reflect works at the moment. Sure, yes, my apps is still in the works. I'm here to demonstrate what I have so far. So let's get started. Here's my little logo that I created, and let's get started on the app by showing you how my progression system is formatted. All right, so as I go into the main page of the app, as you can see, I've chose to format my app using a progression system with chapters that consist of 5 weekly branches and topics and prompts that will influence you to think about yourself and find yourself, which supports the ultimate goal to strengthen or restore the ability of self-awareness, whether it's for yourself or for other people as well. And I created my prompts that require thought and effort to answer, since I would expect to ask a question that should have a profound answer. And that's because I want to facilitate learning and promote an exciting experience for users like you as you embark on such a priceless journey. The overall purpose of the system is designed to make you feel alive and human because being proactive while doing some soul searching will most definitely pay off. For example, here is the fourth branch slash week of my first chapter, which is dedicated to finding yourself. And I formatted my branches in a system that consists of the focus of the week. In this case, you focus on your values and a little quote and your prompts as well. So the prompts are formatted, as I said earlier, right? Prompts are formatted for you to take your time to soul search, and you will take as much time as you need to pretty much responding to these profound questions. And sure, it can be complex, but take your time. To discuss my future plans, in the end of my year-long work I've done, I ended up making what I ultimately wanted, a proof of concept on my website, with two of my chapters in a fully functional state. However, I don't plan on giving up on it, because I'm only using this experience to go farther and keep going. That is to say, I've always thought that this development of this web app will have a strong future, given that it can incorporate an opportunity for people to work together towards a common goal of making a dream come into a reality. Using my future plans to upgrade this app into a much more reliable resource for your self development. Right, to get started with my future plans, I've planned on gamifying my app since the very beginning using the algorithm of a progression system and a gamified setting. Gamification is one of the most powerful user engagement methods in mobile apps, and many examples of it are shown when gaming features are implemented in not just mobile apps, but also in our daily lives. And I want to apply this concept by offering small rewards and congratulation messages every time users complete their prompts for the week. And bigger rewards, such as badges, can be offered every time a chapter is completed in the progression system to foster the pride and experience as you overcome the obstacles in my web app. The second thing that I wanted to do was create a customizable avatar. Well, obviously, to get that started, I wanted my users to have an opportunity to customize their profile as well, and an avatar comes with it, so they can show off themselves, show who they are, and pretty much be a lot more engaged into using this web app as well. Lastly, and most importantly, is what I want to have a better user interface. When it comes to improving my user interface, my thoughts have ranged from a more ergonomic design to a live chat room, along with various ideas that I thought about adding. While keeping my plan to make my interface not too simple and not too complex, I'm still seeking to make my web app into a fully developed tool as long as I encourage users to engage themselves on the reflective journey. All right, just wanted to say thank you so much for taking your time to view my presentation. And I'd like to thank those who have helped me develop my project along the way. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to let me know. Because, as you know, I'm here to discuss further about my project.